Income eligibility. We can prepare tax returns for individuals who earned less than $60,000 annually, or for households of 2 to 4 people with an annual income of less than $85,000. For households with more than 4 members, we add $5,000 for each additional member. So let me ask you a question. If a family of 7 enters a tax center and the yearly income is $98,423, are they eligible for our services? I'll give you a second to think about it. The answer is yes. We will prepare their taxes. A household of 7 can make up to $100,000, and we will still prepare their tax returns for them. The tax help program will waive income limit for the following taxpayers: current and retired military personnel who show a military ID, residents of a foundation community's property, staff of our tax site hosts who show proof of employment, volunteers of the tax help program, and foundation community staff who show proof of employment. Each tax center will have a copy of the income eligibility guidelines for you to reference or to review with a client if questions come up. So here's another question for you. If a household of 4 earning $87,000 needs their taxes prepared, can we do it? Unfortunately, no. We would not be able to prepare the tax return. But what if the taxpayers have volunteered with the tax help program? Could we prepare their tax returns at this point? Absolutely yes. The household is exempt from our income limits, and we will prepare the tax return. If you encounter a client who doesn't qualify for our services because they are over the income limit, you can refer them to 2 places. First, refer the taxpayer to our website, www.prospertaxhelp.org, where we have placed a link to our tax software that is easy to use and either free or low cost depending on the household income. If someone needs in-person assistance but is over our income guidelines, you can refer them to AARP. You can find AARP flyers at the tax centers or on the volunteer resource page at www.ctcresources.com. So now that we have discussed our income eligibility, let's talk about how to complete an intake interview to determine the client's income eligibility. During the income portion of the interview, ask the taxpayer to hand you all of their income documents. Income documents may include W-2s, 1099s reflecting interest, retirement payments, or Social Security payments. You may also be handed forms reflecting any unemployment or self-employment income. Once you have all income documents, separate them by year and by person. For security reasons, we ask that you do not use your personal cell phone as a calculator. You will have access to office supplies, including a calculator at each workstation. Now it's time to add up the household income. Using the income documents, add up all income for taxpayer and spouse, making sure that income for each year is being added separately. Never combine income from different tax years, even if the taxpayer needs tax preparation for multiple years. Also, do not include any income that was paid to a dependent. If a taxpayer or spouse receives Social Security payments, a Form SSA 1099 will be presented. Because Social Security payments are often not taxed, the payments may or may not place a household outside of the income eligibility. If the Social Security payments, in addition to all other income, place a household over the income eligibility, see your site manager. Your manager can help you determine the taxable portion of the Social Security benefits. Once you have added up all the household income and determined that it is below the tax help program's income eligibility limit, you may continue with the intake interview.